Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you be, but it's totally right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you to pull up on me, man. What's going on? Yeah, man, about to get there, bro. About to get there. Shout out to everybody in the building. I'm just gonna give it a pause. This is I'm gonna give a pre-pause thing and just insert them pause as need be, okay? Because it's gonna be a lot of, because of the topic and subject matter. Now, I try to stay away from a lot of the rainbow stuff, because if you point the shit out, motherfuckers now claim, oh, you obsessed with it, so you projected and you really, and I don't got time for that, man. Okay, ain't nothing but motherfucking pussy over here. I ain't never been no pussy, never will be. But if you cover too much of this shit, motherfuckers try to put the jacket on you. So preventative measures, and I got a whole lot of more better shit to talk about anyway. I can always find something. But so what I do is I just let the shit pile up, right? No pun intended, right? So Jason Lee and Candace Owens had a semi-debate or sit down. I think probably now would have been somewhere near to like a month ago, right? They had a talk and a lot of things that to point out the hypocrisy, the fallacy, the delusional mindset, the just again, man, this chaotic and anarchist ideology when you start talking about the LGBT community. Now, y'all know what I saw. I posted on the thing the other day. Shout out to Chronicles. He said it. He was right. Chronicles was right. LGBT is rooted in grown people dealing with children. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up for yourself. I know motherfuckers was mad because we did the whole shit over on This Might Be Risky. I think that was last Monday. It is what it is, right? But listen, man, let's start science. Okay? Let's start science. Okay? And now it's also legal. So there are only two genders, only two, male and female. No matter what you do, no matter what operation you have, no matter what medication you take, you will never transform, transition, transfer, trans anything, a man to a woman or a woman to a man. Say it again. Okay. You are born male or female, and you will never, ever. Okay. Transform, transfer. What was the other transition into the other gender? A woman will never be a man will never be a woman. That is not my opinion. That is a fact. Okay. And up until the last 10 years or so, it has been a fact that was never even thought about to be challenged. This is how far society has fallen as to where something that we know is true beyond the shadow of a doubt. And it's the evidence, me and you talking and breathing, each and every one of us can only be made by a man and a woman coming together to make another life. You can't put a man and a man together. You can't put a woman and a woman together. It will not work. Okay? All right? Let my man tell you. All right? Putting a man together, two men together, putting two women together, it will not work.
It won't work. You do your thing, I do my thing. You know? It won't work. We can't work with Akata.
Akata. Where's this Akata shit? Like American? Oh, shit. Cotton picker.
It won't work. It will not work, okay? It will not work. No matter what you do, bro. And somehow in American society, and it's another thing too, people need to be aware of, and I think we are aware of. America is the world's #1 influencer because, everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to get here. Everybody's rushing to get the chance to come to America, live in America, the American dream, all this other shit. So when a lot of the concepts and things we have here starts leaking over into other cultures, right? Is a culture shock, bro. All right. Whoa, wait, what? Huh? The hell? I don't even know where that's coming from, brother. I'm confused. Pull a pillow. I don't know. Anyway, you start to have issues and problems because now these concepts, with these other places that are deeply culturally, sometimes religiously based, that is an issue and a problem. And what I tell people all the time is it's very hard for people, for the most part, to just most people aren't creative or imaginative, right? Most people can't create their own things from scratch. They have to take from what something given from them, and then you build upon that format, right? All right. That's why creatives are they're usually peculiar because they're able to see things unlike everybody else is able to see it, right, from a perspective, and be able to make pretty much something out of nothing just from thoughts out of their mind. Most people aren't like that though. So this is why, and I forgot, somebody was just saying this. Who the fuck was it? But anyway, someone was just explaining it as to how I was. So it's a lesbian white woman that walks around looking like a boy, right? So the girl was confused and she asked her mom, is that a boy or a girl? And the lady overheard it, and then she approached the girl and let her know she's a girl. She just likes, wearing boy clothes or whatever, so on and so forth, right? And to her credit, she explained the whole process, and like she's still a woman. She can't be a man. She's not trying to be a man. All these different things, so on and so forth, la. And then the woman had felt embarrassed because the child called out this thing. And I'll tell you, naturally, children naturally understand boy, girl, man, woman. Okay. We are innately aware and cognizant of the difference. You feel me? Innately. Okay. Daddy, mommy. So when you start fucking introducing these concepts of two daddies, two mommies, that is confusion within itself. Okay. I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. That's what it is. And the fucked up part about it is why I'm starting to not be able to trust mental health and psychology, psychiatry, and all this different shit, right? Is because they're playing around with this shit and they're willing to bend the rules and they're willing to omit things, very, very serious things for the sake of being PC, right? You feel me? Yeah, shout out to Art Nicole. Don't confuse, but that's what we saying. So now, even in cases now to where your child goes to school, right? Your child goes to school, and somehow, someday, one day, Timmy's dads come and pick him up, and your child asks Timmy, "Well, hey, where's your mom at?" "Well, I don't have a mom. I have two daddies." So now your child comes home and says, "Hey, daddy, why does Timmy have two daddies?" And now you're forced to have a conversation with your child for a concept that 20, 30 years ago would have never, ever happened. Okay. Now, am I saying these people should go into hiding and, not be able? No, I'm not. But what I'm saying is these people being able to do what they want to do freely infringes upon my ideology, infringes upon conversations and the time frame in which I have to have them with my child, right? Because again, it goes against the fucking normal process of things. Men and women, women and men create boys and girls. Mommy and daddy, daddy and mommy, not any other fucking combination of the two. But let's start here. So the most recent one was somehow, some way, Simone Biles got into it with Riley Gaines. Okay. And what's so crazy about it is, we went to bat for Simone Biles when everybody was running her through the mud because she was trying to protect her husband. And black women were telling her that she needed to leave him and she's bigger than him and all this other shit and la la. And lo and behold, man, just give it time. Okay. She added her. Riley Gaines, you're truly sick. All this campaigning because you lost a race. Straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports, but instead you bully them. One thing's for sure, no one in sports is safe with you around. Now, again, Riley Gaines is a white girl that was a collegiate athlete, swimmer, my understanding, right? And somehow, some way, she ran into this this man, right, that was able to compete in women's sports, and it literally just threw her out of the relevancy, man. Women cannot compete with men. Women cannot compete with men. Okay, 99% of women cannot compete with men at the level. All right, cannot do it. I don't give a fuck how trained you are, how strong you are, how whatever you are. If you and that man are in the same craft, okay, and have the same level of experience, you're going to lose 101 times out of 100. Everybody was talking this shit and they got mad at McEnroe. Who's the dude? I think is it McEnroe? The dude, the white tennis guy that always talk shit. And he said, yeah, Serena just, she's a great woman, but she gets smacked by any man. And then Serena had to come out and say, hey, I lost to like the some 100th ranked man in tennis. It's just a totally different sport. This is what society has, all of this women empowerment, feminism, LGBT empowerment, LGBT promotion has done to where you literally upset the order of reality. Okay. If a man puts on a wig, right, and decides to motherfucking start racing, fighting, wrestling, playing basketball, whatever, it is not going to end up good for the women. Not at all. They're going to lose. Okay. But when you start saying that, oh, you're phobic. You're just some barbarian. You're just you're just simple minded. You're discriminatory. No, I understand science. Okay. Understand science. Even in fucking what's the name sports. Clarissa Shields, shout out to the GOAT. The GOAT tried to save face when that motherfucking regular schmegular white man floored her ass in sparring. Put her on her ass. He not a professional fucking boxer. He's just the men they use, right? In order so she has the power, respect, and to get used to being hit by a man. Because you can get hit by a man, you definitely gonna be able to take a punch from a woman, right? But he catch her ass, I think, with a right hook, floored her. She discombobulated. Headgear. All right. There is such a thing to where, again, they have weight classes for a reason. They have motherfucking gender in sports for a reason. All right. Give me any motherfucking top 100 player, high school boys, put him in the WNBA. He wins every award in one season. Every last one of them. A boy under 18 years old. He destroys the WNBA. Isaac Wilson, baby. Caitlin Clark, baby. Anybody else you want to put in there, baby. He's going to be too fast. He's going to be too strong. He's going to be too athletic. He's going to be able to jump too high. It's just that they're not going to stand a chance. And that's not even a grown man, right? He hadn't even gotten into his grown man body. So imagine putting a full grown man in the fucking WNBA. Imagine putting a full grown man in a boxing ring, right? That's the reason why they don't do it, because you're putting the women at risk. The women are in danger. Remember when the same thing happened in the volleyball game? They had Decepticon playing volleyball. He spiked the ball and broke the girl's nose. Gave her a concussion from a volleyball spike. People don't understand like physics and science and just velocity, force, all these things that come into play and that change when you have a man doing something versus a woman doing it. It's a reason why women don't even play baseball, they play softball. I don't think no one's ever done it, but I doubt a woman will ever even be able to hit a 100-mile-per-hour fastball from a male pitcher. I doubt it. Highly, highly doubt it. That's some shit I never even seen them do, right? But women have to fucking play softball because it's a bigger fucking chance of bigger target, and it's going to be much slower, you feel me, than a baseball. They literally don't have the reaction time, the strength, the fast twitch muscle fibers to be able to play baseball. But, once you start getting into those things and saying those facts, again, you're just phobic. You just hate women. You're just misogynistic. And it's like, no, bro, I just gave you detailed reasoning as to how and why this won't happen. Why can't you just say, I don't want to hear that. There's no place for your discrimination. Your bigotry. What, nigga? I said science. Hey, shout out to everybody in the building, man. What up? And this was Riley Gaines. She was referring to the thing to where I guess like some high school or somebody just won the baseball thing. I'm not gonna show it because it has kids there, so I'm not gonna show it, right? But this was Simone's reply, right? And then people was roasting her ass up.
Don't worry, Riley Gaines. I will say what you cannot say. That I am disappointed in you, Simone Biles. I thought you were an advocate for young girls. I thought you were an advocate for those who had been used and exploited. I thought you were an advocate for those whose voices had been silenced, and I thought wrong. I'm disappointed because today you've let down two communities. You've let down young girls who have supported you, and you've let down African Americans with this blackface trope of laughing with nothing intelligent to say.
Damn. Shout out to this sister, man. Listen, again, black people, let them people fight their battles. The black, y'all, we can't be oppressed by the white supremacist system and then turn into a motherfucking octopus. And we fighting for illegal immigrants. We fighting for the LGBT. We fighting for the trans specifically. What else? What's on? We fighting for Palestine. We fighting for Ukraine. How we ever gonna fix the shit y'all claim is the main problem if you niggas is always running to somebody else's defense and they're never running to yours? Never. Especially when you talking about the trans shit. They turn on y'all bitches in a minute. The trans community told black women we gave y'all style. And low key. Listen, I don't know if I can argue with them. Y'all are looking very trans adjacent nowadays. All that motherfucking makeup, everybody body the same. I'm just saying. But the trans turn on y'all in a minute. The fucking LGBT, the brother fuckers turn on y'all in a minute. Whenever y'all piss them off, they go ahead and get y'all. And hell, the brother fuckers even put them hands on you, baby. So.
Wake up, sister. You're being used.
What kind of fuckery is this? Kind of
bully someone your own size, which would ironically be a male. So Simone Biles then went to call the white girl, said she was manly. She's built like a man. This is a small white girl swimmer. Okay, now let me be clear on this. This is not fantastic. I knew it. You love them white bitches. You come to the white girl's rescue. No, nigga, it just have to be a white girl involved. I'm not fucking with I'm not no Riley Gaines supporter. I don't follow her. None of this shit. Okay. This ain't me. Oh, you do anything for the white woman, nigga. I don't ever do this. It's just the fact of the matter who it is. I gotta point this out so you lame ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Gotta say this. Gotta give a disclaimer. This is about right and wrong. Okay? This ain't about black and white. I ain't saying Mother Riley Gaines is not even attractive to me. All right, but she's definitely not manly. And for Simone Biles to have gone through that same thing, to where black women were talking about her body, black women were talking about her hair. Okay, it's kind of strange for her to go to these tactics when you could just stick to the the facts, the topic, and whatever your point of debate is, but you don't have one. And yeah, Shawty, you probably are 5'9", 160 pounds. Your them shoulders kind of broad, baby. You like you could have been an extra on Saturday Night Lights. I ain't gonna lie.
Simone Biles is an embarrassment not only to women, but also to womanhood. Because how are you attacking a woman, Riley Gaines, who has been an advocate?
No, it's an African lady. I'm not listening to her.
It was manipulative. I think it was performative. And to be honest, coming from an Olympic champion, I'm very disappointed. To publicly call out Riley Gaines really confuses me because she stands up for biological women, and y'all seem more concerned to stand up for biological men, trans women, and I don't understand it. Called her a sore loser because she doesn't want to compete against biological men. Like, be absolutely for real. Or you can't see it because you didn't have to compete against a biological man in your division. And then the icing on the cake is trying to stand up for all women, trans women, but then deliberately comparing Riley Gaines' body to a man. This is why I call Simone Biles' tweet performative, because if you truly cared about all women, then you would understand where Riley Gaines is coming from. She's standing for the majority of women, biological women.
And that's what it should be about, man. Shout out to YNR over on Twitter. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, listen. Any woman that's just out here fighting for trans rights are literally fighting for women's rights to be taken away. Yo, what up? Right? Any woman fighting for trans rights are fighting for women's rights to be taken away. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Trans individuals, okay, biological men are saying that they're the same as a woman, that there's no difference. That's false. It's false scientifically. It's false sociologically. It's false. All right. If you're a man that wants to be a woman, you will always be that. A man can never be a woman. A woman can never be a man. Okay. And then, of course, you know, Simone Biles had to issue this apology. Her PR people probably got to her because it was like, hey, you can't be out here making this strong thing, because I think she was a victim of the Olympic doctor that they had, right? And talking about women's advocacy and all these different things, and especially calling the girl a fucking man, right? I wanted to follow up for my last tweets. I believe competitive equity and inclusivity are both essential in sport. The current system doesn't adequately balance these important principles, which often leads to frustration and heated exchanges. And it didn't help for me to get personal with Riley, which I apologize for. These are sensitive, complicated issues that I truly don't have the answers or solutions to, but I believe it starts with empathy and respect. I was not advocating for policies that compromise fairness in women's sports. My objection is to the signaling out of children for public scrutiny in ways that feel personal and harmful. Now, I do agree with her that. So if that was truly her thing there, I'm with it, because those were, like I said, those little girls and the little boy, those were minors, right? So if I agree with Simone there. If that was the essence of her thing, I think she should have worded that firstly and been like, hey, man, I understand what you're doing, but collegiate athletes and children's are two different things. So let's just approach this. You can be critical, but don't use the kids in the same way that you would use the adults. So I agree with her there. If that was what she genuinely saying, is not just she, after the fact for her to cover her tracks, which, it could be either way. But just to give her credit, if that was her intentions from the beginning, I agree with that. Even though I wouldn't want, my child, if I had a little girl, a minor girl, to have to compete with boys, I wouldn't use that boy publicly again, because he's still a child. And even more importantly, it's not his fault. And, whatever. I would speak out against it, but not personally, like posting them and all these different things and so on and so forth. I definitely agree with that. Okay. People's kids, leave people's kids out of it. Shout out to the people that may have, kids in an alternative lifestyle and so on and so forth. What you come to find out, and hopefully you didn't force anything upon them, because a lot of these people, they're finding out that it was just a phase, right? And that's another thing too. All this public talk and this public presentation of this. I remember I talked about this a long time ago when they were demanding more trans inclusion in media. And then the GLAAD Association bragged about having an overrepresentation of trans. Does anybody know what percentage of the population trans make up? Just in the country? We ain't talking worldwide. We're just talking nationwide. Anybody happen to know? Anybody know the percentage? Yeah, well, no, Fantasy Island Girl, that's true. The youth leagues and stuff like that, they play together. But once you start getting closer to puberty and things, you have to make a separation in most cases. Yes, Evan, less than 1%. The trans population makes up less than 1%. It's like, and it actually is like less than a tenth or a hundredth. It's less than a tenth, so it'd be like 100th of a percentage, right? So it'll be like 0.0 something. Then the number it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 0.0. Then the number. Okay. I was not advocating for policies that compromise fairness in women's sports. My objection is singling out children for public scrutiny in ways that feel personal and harmful. Individual athletes, especially kids, should never be the focus of criticism or a flawed system they have no control over. I believe sports organizations have a responsibility to come up with rules supporting inclusion while maintaining fair competition. We all want a future for sport that is fair, inclusive and respectful. XOXO Simone. And like I said, I think that's whether she wrote it or her PR team wrote it for her, that's a very, very that's a good message. Okay. Like I said, I can't blame the kids, right? You got to blame the system that allows the kids and puts them in a position for them to even be talked about in the first place. I'm for it. Listen, and the thing about it is, I promise you this: if you just had a trans division, to where you created a trans division of fucking shit, it wouldn't last, and it would disprove the point. It would show you the whole reason for it. Remember all them boys? I think it was it down here? It might have been Florida. It was somewhere down south. But the boys started putting them wigs on and busting all the fucking records up in track and field. Them niggas put on them wigs. Excuse me, them nigglets. Them little nigglets, them YNs put them wigs on. Blowing them girls motherfucking quads and hamstrings out. Busting they hard like motherfucking John Henry trying to keep up. Ain't no motherfucking girl outrunning no boy. Okay? Of course, like I say, in the same what's the name, right? And then we got to this, right? Well, hold on, let me see what was the one I wanted to do. Hold on. Let's see something quick. Damn, I hate when I do this shit. I thought I had it. What the fuck? I always be thinking I'm gonna be selling this shit. I'm saving this shit, but apparently I don't. You know what? I think y'all might have sent it to me. Did somebody send me the thing about the dude that transitioned over to the what's name? The girl that transitioned over to the man? And you notice that never even gets talked about. The opposite never gets talked about because men men don't even like consider that shit. It was a whole group of them, man. Hold on. Damn it. Now I gotta find this shit. Meantime, let's get into this shit right here. Hey, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Mars, give me a like check. Man, what the hell we got going on, man? Come on, bro. Listen, if you lie, you steal, you kill. Hit the like button if you will. Okay.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Done more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Hit the like button. Yeah, bro, I know for sure I had that shit. It was a whole group of fucking of men, of women that tried to transition over to men, right? The trans men they call them or whatever, right? It was a whole group of them, and I know for sure that shit was on Instagram. Ain't no way I didn't say that. Let's see. I'll go back one. I know I say that shit. Here you go. I know I wasn't tripping. Here you go. There's a other side of this. The safe haven where black trans men find their voice and power. Listen, bro, we don't we don't know these niggas, man. All right? We don't know these niggas. All right? Who are these niggas? All right? How do we stay? Come on, man. This takes pretender nigga to the next level.
You guys can just give us a little bit of your stories. I think people think they know and they have questions, but I know everybody's story is different and everybody's journey is different. So whoever feels comfortable, man, just
Absolutely.
let people know a little bit about your journey.
Yeah,
And listen, man, I know y'all can't see this. I can't really enlarge it. Oh, well, hold on, let me see if I can, because it's outside the window. Let me see. No, I can't, because it's, well, no, maybe I can. Yes, I can. Okay, cool. It is. Cool. So let's do this. All right, cool. Imagine having a circle of brothers. Bitch, no. These are women. They will never be brothers. Can y'all stop the madness? Stop the bullshit. Stop it. These are women. Okay?
Yeah. For me, it was just like really finding yourself. You know, it felt like before, like we all started out as, you know, gay women. It felt like.
Listen, again, gay women. In other words, again, listen. You never gonna find no badass bitch confronting to no motherfucking man, bro. Let's be real. We don't ever talk about this. A lot of ladies don't have a choice, especially we talking about the bull daggers, the studs. A lot of them don't have a choice, bro. Most studs are studs because, hey, you lost in a genetic lottery. I'm sorry. Okay? All right? No boy. All the boys always thought you was one of the homeboys. What's up, my nigga? Came and dapped you up, even though you had a motherfucking dress on. He go, why you got that dress on, boy? I'm a girl. Huh? You ain't no girl. Go ahead, clock in for your stud duties at that point. Again, man, some girls are just fucking, unfortunate. You looked and built like your daddy, unfortunately. Your daddy's genes were just too strong. And now we know there's always the other side to that. Nah, we ain't gonna talk about them, though. We ain't gonna talk about them motherfucking. Oh, man.
Kind of being in the closet all over. You know what I'm saying? So for me.
Fan says the only one I know is Sade's daughter. She used to be bad. Sade got a daughter that transitioned to a man? Are you serious? Shout out to all the man support men for the fire. Appreciate you, brother. You gotta accept the other side in their terminology. Element and brother, never. No, man, never. You're a motherfucking woman, bro. All right, you're right. Woman will forever be a fucking woman. Yo, that's crazy. And I know Sade's still fine. Sade was Sade's what? Is Sade Ethiopian or Eritrean?
Well, for me, it's just like really finding myself and finding that peace. I feel like I really found my peace when I transitioned. So.
I want to talk about just, and for those who don't know about you, share, like, what are some of the things that you want to go through or the steps you have to take? It's not just.
And again, baller alert. All these things, baller alert, gossip. What's the other black girl thing? All of these fucking blogs, these gossip blogs, these black women fucking things, man, promote all of this fucking chaos and confusion. Okay? They're in lockstep. A lot of their biggest fucking promoters, advertisers, supporters are that LGBT community, bro. So you got to be aware of that shit. Yeah, Shade Room. There we go. Sade is Nigerian? No way. Sade not no motherfucking Nigerian. Sade Adu is Nigerian? Jesus. Oh, okay. No wonder. Okay. That makes sense then. I forgot she was mixed. So that makes sense.
I decide to do it. I wake up tomorrow. It's done. There's some things that you guys kind of have to go through, like top surgery, etc. So I don't touch on those things.
Bro, this is crazy. this Pastoria Troy is killing me over here. Oh my God. Pastor Troyina is killing me right here, bro. What the fuck is this? That is, hey man, same thing, man. Listen, hey, and the worst thing about it, ladies, see, listen, ladies, you think this a whole nigga, right? You looking at this motherfucker like he a man. Until a man come around, now you motherfucking whooped. You and him. Yeah, Pastor Troyina. Ain't no more playing GA. This is crazy, bro. But look, though, you see how much easier it is for a woman to transition to a man than from a man to transition to a woman? You can always be a fat ass man, right? Fat men exist. Chubby niggas exist. So your bone structure or lack thereof isn't a telltale sign that, oh, that's a woman, right? Which, you know, whatever. Nigga see you as a nigga's not trying to figure it out. Listen, you got this beard and shit, my nigga. You even though we know biologically you will never be a man, you a man to us. We ain't trying to nothing else. All right, you done gone this far, nigga. We believe you. Yes, all of these are women, biological women. Every last one. Let me go back so y'all can see this. Every last one of these people are biological women. Every last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are 11 biological women that have transitioned. Okay?
Like transitioning. And for those who don't, I think a lot of people think once you transition female to male that you automatically like women. But they don't know that. Like, no, yes. Trans men. Yes.
Wait, what? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Listen, man. These niggas keep throwing curveballs. What?
I don't know nobody want to share. Like, what are some of the things that you want to go through or the steps you have to take? It's not just I decide to do it, I wake up tomorrow, it's done. There's some things that you guys kind of have to go through, like top surgery, etc. So, nobody want to touch on those things?
Oh, that's yeah. So for me, it was always like, I never wanted that. I felt like looking at myself without clothes on with that body part kind of.
Yeah, Evan Duncan, but you're not thinking that it's a woman. You're just thinking it's just a little fella Federation ass niggas. Little fella Federation niggas exist, bro. Shout out to Lil Duval. Shout out to Kevin Hart. It's little short niggas exist. So, I mean, if you a short nigga with little hands, nothing's off by that with me. You know? Yo, chill, yo. Come on, man. Like, hey, man, stall CJ out, bro. We not finna do this, bro. Chill out.
Made me feel a little weird. When I got my top surgery, that's when I felt like I became the best part of me. Because I was able to really like be outside top. Because that's always what I wanted. Like, I was always fascinated with the male sequel for myself. I always wanted that for me. So when I got mine, it was like a breath of fresh air and freedom.
And for those who don't know nobody want to share, like, what is gender and sexuality?
So there are gay trans men, there are bi trans men, there are trans masculine people who are non-binary.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. Man, listen, bro. I can't with all this fucking terminology, nigga. You mean to tell me, you know what's crazy? You know what I knew these people were fucking crazy, bro, for real? Real shit. They had a documentary on HBO, okay? And this was before the Caitlyn Jenner shit happened, right? I really think they pulled some motherfucking psyop shit as to where they changed the took this person's story and just multiplied it with a more famous person. So if y'all know what documentary I'm talking about, put the name of it in the chat or just put a 1, right? So way before this shit got mainstream, HBO would do these, you know, these documentaries. It wasn't real life, it was whatever the fuck it was. But they did the same exact storyboard where this man was like 50 years old and he decided to transition. Okay. He done had kids, he was married, all this shit. This nigga turned around at 50 some years old and transitioned to a woman. You know, he get the titties put on, he's taking the hormones and shit, la la la. All right. And then he chopped his dick off, right? This motherfucker went all the way, got the full motherfucking, you know, swap, nigga. All right. Guess who he ended up with? It wasn't real sex. It was called something else. Guess all to end up with what? No, it was a documentary. It wasn't a show. It was a specific documentary for there. Yes, T.O., a woman. This nigga cut his real dick off to strap on a fake dick to fuck a bitch. I was like, I'm done. And I was a teenager when this shit came out. When this shit came out, I had to be, I want to say I was either early 20s or still a teenager. So this some old shit. That motherfucker probably dead by now. Okay? This nigga cut his real dick off to put a fake dick on to fuck a bitch. I was like, I can't do it. I was like, there's something wrong with these people. You mean to tell me you gonna take the real thing off, nigga? Chop it off. And now you will imagine fucking? You will imagine the feel of some pussy? That's when I knew that shit was a mental illness, without a doubt. Listen, I was befuddled. I was every confusion meme ever. I was discombobulated, brother. I was perplexed. I was flummoxed. Because in my mind, my logical mind is putting this together, and I'm like, hold on. No. He didn't cut his real dick off to get with a bitch and put on a fake dick. And no way. But indeed he did. That's what he did.
There are bottom trans men, you know,
these niggas laughing. Jesus Christ, man. So these, you hear them talking about it, bro. I'm literally, I had looked at the shit. I had to say, bro, y'all just fucked my day up. So you mean to tell me you are a natural born woman, ass, titties, you know, body fat, all that shit, right? You cut your titties off, right? You start taking the hormones to be a man just to still get fucked like a woman?
Your relationship with your children.
Oh my God.
I never knew that this would be applicable for a woman, but these bitch niggas out here doing the bending.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending?
These niggas became niggas just to still be doing the bending? What the fuck is going on here? Rainbow Kid, you heard what the fuck this man say? I mean, the woman, man, you heard what this girl said? I didn't even know this was a fucking thing.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Yeah, man, and be quick to call a nigga gay.
not only there are trans men, your sexual orientation and your gender and who you are is two completely different things.
I think a lot of people think
If you are trying to get mentorship, if you're trying to become a trans man and you don't know where to get your hormones, who to talk to mentally, like we said, anything that you want to volunteer and help us, you want to give us resources, you want to be a videographer, you want to learn from us, we have guys here who are firefighters, who are tattoo artists that can help you. Actually, that we want to give back to our own community. And
first of all, bro code. Let's break that down. How did bro code start? What is bro code?
So my name is JC Andero, and I am the CEO and founder of Bro Code. Bro Code is literally what it is.
Yeah, man. See, I don't like this shit either. A whole bunch of women can't motherfucking take on bro code. Get the fuck out of here, man. Even in this case, this woman will never know anything. She will never reach 50% capacity of understanding what being a man is. That's the biggest part of it. Any man that's trying to be a woman or impersonate a woman, or however you want to say it, right? You will never understand half of what it takes and what the true essence and reality of being that gender is. You cannot know. There's so much missing. More likely than not, you've lived your life, the majority of your life, right? More than half of it as your biological person. No matter how you present, people know you biologically as what it was. So they're going to treat you to a degree, even if there are people that respect you claiming to be something else, as your biological self first, right? You lack the fucking hormonal balances for that gender. You lack the hormonal urges for that gender. You lack the social treatment of that gender. So again, imagine a woman getting in a relationship with a trans man, right? As what? He's not gonna be able to protect you ever outside of a gun. And niggas is gonna fucking smell that shit. I think Cree said, some gonna be off. It's like, hold on, man. This nigga's shoulders too narrow and his hands little. He wearing a motherfucking a size 6.5 and he 37. Hold on, man. What the fuck going on? What's this nigga damn near a midget? The fuck going on here? Well, fuck it. I don't give a damn if he with that bitch. I'm gonna try her. I'm gonna try him. Ain't no way he fucking her right. Ain't no way. And now, call it what you want. You're in a predicament. Outside of having that fire, you stand no chance. Not saying I think, the man isn't gonna pick you up and steal you or do anything physically to you. But I'm saying, again, the presence of a man is a deterrent to other men approaching you. Okay? And if that man is a lesser man, men are more apt to disrespect that man in his face and approach you in spite of. Hey, which one? Pause. Which one though? Which one? Because most of these motherfuckers, man, listen, if you getting I don't even want to talk and speculate on that. Like, listen, manufactured meat is crazy. Pause. Okay? I don't give a fuck how much, nigga, unless they chop your arm off, all right, or a finger, you got a finger missing, that shit ain't gonna never be right. That meat is just for show only. You ain't got no fucking muscle response, and you never gonna have it. Like, you can't make no balls. That's something you can never make. Even if you make the meat, you can't make the balls. Pause. So, hey, man.
You got girl code, you got bro code.
Okay.
What is it to be a brother? What is a brotherhood? Here, for me, it came from a time when I was going through a lot. I moved to a different state, and it was just different. I felt lonely. I'm like, damn, do I even got brothers for real? So it was just like, let me hit up people that I've encountered on social media, talked to, been around people like myself. people who give me advice, people who just are well-rounded men as a whole. And that's real truth.
Well-rounded man as a whole is crazy, and you're talking about biological women. Yeah, brother, you're never gonna get there, man. You're gonna always be missing something. But let's go here, right? Now, again, man, shout out to Candace Owens. I know everyone hates Candace Owens because Candace Owens is just this super coon. She hates black people and all this shit and la, you know, all this crazy shit. So everybody always gives Candace Owens shit, right?
I think most people when they're younger are liberal. I think just in general, if you meet someone who's 18 years old, they're going to skew to the left. Yeah, I've never voted Democrat.
So when you were a liberal,
but I would think I would have always been a fiscal conservative. Like I don't think you would have gotten me to thinking that we should be paying for people.
That passes gay. But anyway, LGBT, there was always T, I think, because I met one, but we didn't know what trans was. I mean, you know, over the evolution, because I'm definitely in the LGBT, you know that.
I mean, yeah.
Nigga, you banned at gas stations, nigga. This nigga's not allowed, motherfucking. This nigga is not allowed within 100 yards of a gas station, okay? He never pumps his own gas. This nigga's not allowed to be in a car when anything flammable is around, okay? This nigga on fire. Talking about, can you tell? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop playing. And remind you, just for a little context, remember, this was a nigga I was telling y'all that wouldn't stop publicly fucking throwing himself at Kelly Oubre. And Kelly Oubre had to politely pull up on him and be like, hey, man, hey, my nigga, you know I ain't gay, right? That's the first thing he said to him. And he was offended. Because, again, that's what I said, bro, the way, in the black community especially, the way y'all allow brotherfuckers to try straight niggas, bro, is out of pocket and out of line. And if a nigga was to do something to one of them, then he'll be wrong. But y'all won't even want, it's a girl going viral right now because a nigga tried to approach her to get his number and she went all off and calling him this, that, and the other, say she gonna put his heel in his eye. And the bitches, yeah, girl, tell him these niggas, yeah, right? Why are y'all cool with gay niggas coming at straight niggas, bro? Why? All right? That shit is the most offensive shit ever. All right?
Don't play with me. Lil Boosie was literally sitting right there.
Breaking news.
Lil Boosie was actually sitting right there where he said he knew I was gay the whole time. I said, well, I think I pass as gay. But anyway, LGBT, there was always T. I think people just weren't exposed to it. Were you weren't exposed to transsexuals in Connecticut?
No, nobody is, motherfucker. They listen. This is what I need y'all to understand, man. This is why I say this shit is really important. Why I always talk about stats and I bring up the numbers and shit. People don't understand just how rare some shit is until you point it out and give them the numbers for it, right? Okay? Be it good or bad. So if you have a group of people that represent less than 1% of the fucking population, no, you're not going to see them, especially if we're talking about our age. All of us should be around the same age. I think he said he's a lot older than us, but Candace Owens should be somewhere close to 40, right? Bro, that shit was not a thing. The only thing you came close to a trans was that fucking RuPaul shit. Okay? That was it. And that wasn't even trans. That was drag queens. But even that, outside of that, no, you were never running into a quote unquote trans person. No, men were men, women were women. You might have had some gay people here and there on both sides. Your gay uncle, your gay aunt, right? And that's that. Okay? But trans people, no, nobody's running into them. They're less than 1% of the population. So no, there's not a community for them. Even that is a new thing to where you have these literal, when I say community, I'm meaning like, you know, groups and places where they settle and they live. Even that's a really, really new concept. There was never this motherfucking trans neighborhood somewhere back in the fucking 80s, 90s, or even early 2000s. What are we talking about?
Okay, so I would say that
Wait, what? Hold on, Big said. They're experimenting with giving them donated testicles from trans. Oh, hell no, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. That's even. Well, it don't even make sense, said. It's this shit gonna die. Because again, you can't, the woman doesn't have the anatomy to be able to hook up. You know what I'm saying? A woman doesn't have a fucking vas deferens and what's the other fucking part of it to keep the shit alive. So that's why I'm saying it don't make sense. Even that is failed.
Even that's changed. Like there used to be a difference between people that like to dress up and people that wanted to like get procedures to become something else. Like, I did not know anybody that was
American tradesman. You know what? Oh, come on, man, chill. Yo, oh, T.O. chill. Nah, man, that's Big said, man. Shout out to Big said. Nah, that's him. That's actually who he is. He actually looked like him. That's like it's just like it's his older cousin or some shit. But nah, Jay-Z mama on that bullshit. There was another, and Jay-Z was promoting that shit too. I forget what was talking about. Yeah, my mama was scared to live her life and live her truth. Nigga, she had 5 kids or 4 kids. Shut the fuck up. Stop lying for your mama pussy, and your mama need to stop lying on her pussy. Bitch, you love dick. Okay? You loved it. You had 4 kids. Stop. Apparently, like Jay, like you said, in poverty, nigga. So please stop lying for your mama. She loved the dick. Nigga, at prime, at 60. The bitch became a boy dad at 50, 60 years old. Get the fuck out of here.
like down with, like I want to get boobs and get surgery and get my parts removed and identify. No, I definitely didn't grow up with any of that.
So let me ask you.
I would have thought like drag queens were.
There were drag queens.
That's what I mean.
I met Sparkle at the age of 6.
Yeah.
Bad drag queen.
That's crazy.
So now that we live in a world where transsexual is a thing, what is your opposition to it? Like, why do you care if somebody has a penis or not, or boobs or not?
Well, my biggest opposition to it, just to start, would be this insistence that we allow children to think that they can pick and choose their genders. That's.
Shout out to Candace Owens. Again, children are not supposed to have choice, especially adolescent children. If you fucking let kids choose what the fuck they want to do, they will literally fade away. Okay? Or they'll be fat as fuck. They will be. Listen. Children are not capable of good choices. That's why it is the law that you, as a parent them. You guide them. You keep them from doing dangerous things. You protect them. You feed them. Okay? It is your job.
That's definitely a psychosis. Like this was not a thing. People were not struggling in kindergarten. We were not arguing about bathrooms. Like this is all just made up. The majority of the bathrooms we were growing up didn't even say male or female. Like when you were on the plane right now, it just says bathroom. And now they are like demanding spaces and things of that nature, which tells you that it's like, it's a social phenomenon. It's not actually something that's real because you can't just.
Thank you. This is all social, bro. This is a forced social construct, an anarchist, okay, anti-establishment, destroying fucking civilization, bringing things into question that should never be questioned for the sake of destroying a society from the inside out. That's what it is. This is all contrived. It is not natural. There's a reason why you saw a dramatic increase and a dramatic change in the social acceptance and the social representation of the LGBT community after Obama's second term. Okay? Laws, lobbying money, groups, all this shit. Not the first term now, not 2008, but 2012, the second, 2012 forward. Rainbow motherfucking out, nigga.
Just snap your fingers and tell me that now this problem is everywhere and it just didn't exist in the 90s. So the biggest issue, just
in terms of the evolution of the rights and all that.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it an evolution. I probably call it, I think we've devolved in many ways because people don't, like, they just can't answer basic questions like what is a woman?
Exactly. It's a de-evolution, not evolution. Please don't do that. Okay? And it can never be the evolution you guys are claiming it to be, because it will never happen. You will never get a man. I'm gonna say this again. You will never get a man to transition, transform. What was the other trans thing I used? Whatever the fuck it was. Transform, transition, transform, transitions, or transfer. I think that's what it was, right? Into a woman, and you will never get a fucking woman to transform, transitions, transfer into a man. It cannot happen. It is scientifically impossible. Okay? It is scientifically impossible. Whatever you are at birth, that is what you will be for the rest of your life, even after your life. Okay?
That's pretty stupid, right? That's actually really stupid. And now all of a sudden, like, I don't know.
But don't you think that? Don't you think some would argue that? I mean, I know people hate that. There's so much you just said that we have to unpack, but I'm gonna just go back to this. Don't you think that there's people that would say that about us as Black people? That there was a time where we weren't sitting at the same counters, we weren't using the same.
No, motherfucker, stop doing this. And this is why I say we can never fight with or fight for the LGBT community, because I told you guys, gay people are gay first. Not me saying it. They said it time and time again. Gay people are gay first, and gay people always want to take the motherfucking struggle of the LGBT community and the gay shit and then juxtapose it to Black people. This shit is disrespectful. It is false. Show me the gay plantation. You can't do it. You can hide your sexuality. I can't hide this motherfucking dark ass skin, nigga. I can't hide this nose. I can't hide these lips. I can't hide this hair. That's a nigga. Imagine me showing up to the motherfucking plantation. No, sir. I's a white man.
This nigga here? That nigga there.
A nigga. Okay? Undeniably. Can't hide it. Get the like buttons up, man. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. All right? Thank you. Roy Benson, they do it every time. And it's, well, we supposed, no, motherfucker. No. Black people need to be for shit for Black people, Black families. That's the man, the woman, the child. Okay? Again, as Silent Sir said, the LGBT ideology goes against family. It goes against it. Point blank, period. 2 men and 2 women cannot create a life. You cannot create a family that way. And even, oh, well, they can adopt. Even if they adopt, you have to have the natural method of the child to get here in the first place for them to adopt is which? Is what? A fucking man and a woman that made it. Can we please stop the bullshit? But again, Tim Pool said some shit earlier and people, listen, cultists don't want to be fucking convinced, bro. I need you to understand this shit. I am never having a conversation or serious conversation with a person that's just convinced. And all LGBT people, shout out to those people that have the differentiation. Everybody don't think the same, but the majority of them do, right? A person that's convinced that homosexuality is natural, right? I'm not trying to talk to you, bro. I'm not trying to debate you. Your mind's made up, and you're wrong. No matter how much scientific data I can give you and how much shit I can give you to prove that the shit is wrong, and you just saying, well, this is just something that I want to do. This is how I choose to live my life. But then you try to fucking take it up with science. Nigga, you dead ass wrong. That's not the case. Oh shit. Shout out to my man, Russo. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Russo for the 5 on the Cash App. Greatly appreciate you, brother. I'll be forgetting to put the damn Cash App in that thing. Appreciate you, bro. He said for 100, man. 100.
bathrooms, weren't able to go in the same doors. We didn't have the same rights. We were seen as less than human. I mean, I think
it's not about less than human. I just don't think they exist. Like you
no, I'm
like,
saying in terms of black people.
Well, you're talking about right now. You're conflating being black, which is like obviously you're born black. You know what I mean? That's not something that I have to basically try to convince you that like no, this is real. This person, look at the color of his skin. It's like yeah, obviously we have different races. It's very obvious this person is black. On the trans stuff, you're asking me to be crazy. You're asking me to look at a grown man and imagine that he's actually a woman, and that if he goes and gets work done, that he magically becomes a woman. So it's insanity. And I definitely let's not conflate it with being black. Otherwise, you'd have to defend Rachel Dolezal.
Well, there's no.
Would you defend it?
There's no defending crazy. That's crazy. But
why is that crazy?
Yeah, and see, this is where he destroys our at, because this nigga is not willing to, you know what I'm saying? And Candace is really a really good debater, or decent debater. I won't say really good. She's solid. She's a solid debater for most people, because most people can't think logically, and most people can't put together, you know, logic trains, right? And follow logic. So, niggas specifically, and then, you know, brotherfucker niggas on top of that. But, you know, I digress.
Hold on. Because she was a white woman that said she was black.
Yeah, that's a man saying he's a woman.
But let's back up. I don't think that anybody grows up wanting to be discriminated against, wanting to have feelings, or wanting to have identity where they know they're going to bring that type of adverse reaction. Would you think gay people grow up gay or are born gay, or that's an evolution?
Genuinely, I just am trying to get you pinned down here on how you can say that, but not acknowledge if Rachel Dolezal, if we're talking about the trans issue, she's transracial. So give her respect. Put respect in her name.
Explain to me how.
Because on the inside, she felt black. She was dressing like she was black. She was making her skin darker like she was black. She was standing for the black cause. She was working for the NAACP. It just happened to be that she was, you know, born a white girl with blonde hair and freckles. And it only became problematic when somebody exposed it. And people said, no, you can't just be black. Why not? If you're gonna say that a man can just be a woman, why can't Rachel Dolezal just be black? You got to be consistent.
Because she's white.
Okay, because it's a man.
No. But
Exactly, dumbass nigga. You're a man. Bam. It's a transgender. Shout out to Mag. It's a big old bam. You are a man. That is a man, sir. It will forever be a man. Okay? Hold on real quick, y'all. Right? Why are we even having this conversation? Why is this even an argument? How have we made it hundreds of thousands of years into human existence and human history, and now all of a sudden no one knows what a woman is, no one knows what a man is? Again, man, this is contrived. This is being paid for. This is being funded. The fact of the matter, this ideology. And again, I blame us. You know, us, the regular people, the heterosexual people, the people that understand what a man or a woman is, being too quiet and not just squashing this shit. You got the power to squash it. Again, this is less than 1% of the population. There's no way that less than 1% of the population should be able to infringe upon, you know, bathrooms and gender identity and all these different things. And now I'm shout out to the brother that just said it. I'm at risk of losing my job because I misgender you, or I'm getting public scrutiny because I misgender you. Bitch, I didn't miss shit. Okay, you're mistaken. Okay. I didn't miss anything. You're just mistaken. You are a man, sir. I see that you are a man. I don't give a fuck about no wig you put on. Okay, no skirt, no makeup, no none of that shit. You a fucking man. I can see it. It's this white man that go around everywhere. He purposely goes to motherfucking restaurants, bro, and orders food, and they're like, "Oh, yes, sir," or whatever. Oh my God, it's ma'am. No, the fuck is not, sir. Sir, you are a man. I'm looking at you, sir. And whenever you challenge a person and them challenging you, again, like you said, the worst part of this is this is not only an infringement upon free speech. This is a fucking infringement upon free thinking, right? And not even free thinking, understanding like reality. This, when you let men come into the real world and then tell other men or other people in general, no, you're going to call me a woman because I believe I'm a woman. No, nigga, I'm not. Now you can get the fuck away from me. That way I don't have to call you anything. But if you're dealing with me, I'm going to call you what the fuck I see. Sir.
But hold on. I get
You know
it.
I'm right.
I
You
get
know
it.
I'm right.
No, I don't agree. And this is not a matter of right or wrong.
What it is.
And again, it is. You don't agree. That when a motherfucker don't agree with the truth, bro, just stop arguing. Now, I understand this is for the sake of content, right? They're doing an interview, so hey, you got to keep it going. But if you ever in a case in real life where you present a undeniable fact, and a person tells you either I don't care about that or I disagree, and it's a fact, you know what, brother? Thank you. I appreciate your time. I'm just going about my way, because now we're just wasting breath, right? I'm just wasting my time, and I'm just bloviating for no reason. These are words I could be using for something else that's going to add to my life, because clearly when you can't admit to an undeniable fact, there's no more conversation to be had. There's nothing valuable for me to get here from this point on.
It
Hold
is.
on.
This one is.
Let me tell you. Two truths. One thing can be true, right? Two things can be true. You can put a lipstick on a pig and it can still be a pig. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can call it bacon. You can call it a side meal. It's still a pig. So I'm not saying right or wrong. And we're too early into the conversation to get into who's right or wrong, because there's a lot to get into. But it's a matter of perception, a matter of experience. Like, I can't tell you what it's like to be a black woman. You can't tell me what it's like to be a black man. You can't tell me how it feels to be biracial. You can't tell me how it feels to be gay. I can't tell you how it feels to be straight. Because we all have our own lived experiences. I guess what I'm trying to unpack is why you believe the transsexual experience is not one that deserves to be validated.
Yeah, and I'm similarly trying to unpack why you don't believe Rachel Dollaz's lived experience is one that should.
No, I do. I understand, and that's the conflation where you're trying to unpack one topic by putting up
exactly
another. But we can't ask why a rhinoceros isn't an elephant. We're talking about an elephant, and the elephant in the room is that you have a skewed perception, in my opinion, about a transsexual experience. And I'm simply asking, why do you feel like it doesn't deserve to be validated if that's how the person feels? Because you know what you guys do, and I'm gonna say you guys that have these strong opinions.
But I just have one person sitting
No,
here.
these strong opinions. No, it's people that you represent, because you have very strong opinions. And what happens when it comes to the LGBT community is you'll conflate pedophilia by using children and.
Well, listen. Well, hold on. I'm gonna go back on this, brother. You just made a comparison of the black experience to the LGBTQ experience, my nigga. The struggles that black people experienced, okay? The atrocities and shit you niggas love bringing up all the time, and the residual effects of it that you guys say exist to this day, and you had the unmitigated gall to compare that shit to you choosing to take some dick, my nigga. Again, at any point in time, dude, you can hide that shit, and you would have. You would have been before now, bro. You wouldn't have been as fucking flamboyant as you motherfucking were. All right, it's cool now, so you motherfuckers don't even care. You don't even try to hide it. But that's why motherfucking Holiday Heart existed, nigga. Okay, that's why Holiday Heart was the movie that it was. This nigga was goddamn doing the bending his whole motherfucking life, and then this big ass brolic. Listen, man, Holiday Heart is like one of the most tragic comedies. It's not even meant to be a comedy, but a tragic comedy. Like Ving Rhames' big ass in a motherfucking makeup and wig, crazy. Okay. But for the nigga to do what he did at that funeral, bro, and the nigga in the casket had on that horrendous wig. Shout out to a man supporting men. Appreciate you, brother. I used to work with a white man that transitioned to a Trans Am Pontiac. When we were in the bathroom, he never used it. He waited until we all left. Well, shit. What was he trying to? He was trying to hide the fact he did the meat or some shit. I don't fucking know. Yo, chill, bro. Chill, brother. Yeah, man. Listen, man. I wouldn't be surprised. His first role, a big role, was this nigga getting, took over a chair. Yeah, it's crazy. I want to sign up for that shit. Yeah, Bing Rain had too many brotherfucker activities going on.
Gay, which are two different things.
I'm not conflating here. Your argument is that if someone who is not clearly being born with a penis, let's for example, decides that in their lived experience, actually no, they should have had a vagina, and so they're going to start living like they have a vagina and getting cosmetic procedures like they have a vagina, that suddenly I should respect that. I'm saying, okay, keep it consistent and say the exact same thing about Rachel Dolezal. You hesitate there. For some reason, you don't want to do that. And so
I said she was crazy.
Exactly. So you have to keep it ideologically consistent.
Okay, so if she's crazy, nigga, they crazy, obviously. If we went down the importance of things and so on and so forth, right, or the identification of a person, okay, the first thing you notice is, without a doubt, it's gender. Okay, this is a man or woman, and you know what? That's a part of the biological imperative because you have a threat assessment subconsciously that happens. If it's a man, I'm going to approach him a certain way. If it's a woman, I'm going to approach him a certain way, right? Okay. Threat assessment and not threat assessment and then the social approach to the person, right? What am I going to use? Sir, ma'am, whatever, right? Then you get into the racial aspect of it and the age and all these other different things, right? The top of everything is always going to be gender first. Shout out to a man supporting men again. Appreciate your brother for another 10. I have a homeboy who had a stud for a friend. I asked her, "Do you use straps on your girls?" She was offended and didn't answer the question. Fast forward, she got pregnant and had a baby. Hey, stud faking. I told y'all, man, these studs be sneak dicking like no other. Especially nowadays, man. These studs be taking dick, bro. Shout out to Mojo for the 5. Appreciate you, brother. There's no reason to interact with anybody who can't acknowledge the reality of their own existence. Full stop. Exactly. I agree wholeheartedly, brother. That again, is no point in having a conversation with that person. It's really fruitless.
That's all I'm saying. But I'm saying to you, I'm consistent. Rachel is not a black woman. And a trans person can't just wake up one day and decide to be a woman. A man can't wake up one day and decide to be a woman because of lived experience. I'm sorry that I'm consistent, but you have to figure out why you're not.
No, Michael Jackson would be a better explanation because he was actually born your color and died a little lighter than me. So that's different.
Michael Jackson died a black man.
No, of course, I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. The difference, though, in terms of Rachel.
This nigga get mad too. You see that fucking vein in his neck? This nigga, a dumb brother fucker, and that vein popping in his forehead. This motherfucker get mad over the truth. She whooping this nigga ass in this motherfucking debate.
Dolezal, she's a white woman that decided that she was going to be black one day.
Going to kill you
but wait, no, they're not.
Yes, they are, because I'm making a lot of sense.
Let me say this. I think people are going to watch this and go, I understand where she's coming from. And they're going to watch this and go, I understand where she's coming from.
No, nigga, you gay. That's what we saying. This gay ass nigga can't accept the truth, nigga. That's what we saying. She whooping your ass, nigga. And not in the way you like. All right? She's not doing it in the way you want it to be done, brother. She is kicking your ass up and down this motherfucking studio.
Because they will. It's not an exchange of who's right or wrong.
Yeah.
Because
it definitely is, nigga. You are failing to rationalize and realize that a man cannot be a woman. But you all fucking gung ho on she's a white woman. She can't be black. All right, nigga. We agree with you. Now just agree with us. It's the same motherfucking concept. It's something that is fucking biologically, genetically impossible. It's the same fucking shit, dog. You can't just wake up one day and say, I feel like I'm this. And now I have to respect your wishes and acknowledge you as that. No, I don't. I don't have to put my motherfucking the reality into your fantasy. Okay. I don't have to put not just my reality, but the reality into your fantasy, nigga. No, now you're controlling my world. Now you're controlling my ideology, my being, my thought process. No, motherfucker. I'm never gonna give you that amount of power over me. No. You're a man. You're a man today. You'll be a man tomorrow. You'll be a man when you're dead. Okay? Man.
there's just ideological consistency. So that's my thing. If you can't make it make ideological sense, it's because it doesn't make any sense, right?
The only thing
so
you
you have
reference
to be
with a
able to
trans
apply
person
it.
not being validated is whether they have a penis or not, and their sexual orientation is not based on their body part.
Okay, so why isn't Rachel Dolezal black?
Because she's a white woman.
Okay, because it's a male or it's a female. That's it. And no matter how many procedures Rachel Dolezal gets, or how much makeup she pounds on her face, or how much she kinks her hair, no matter what, okay, even if she presents and she fully looks like she's a black woman,
Even if she gets the Kim Kardashian
even
BBL.
if she gets the Kim Kardashian BBL, everything that she wants to get, she's still going to be and die a white woman. And that's the same for the transgender people. You can get all the cosmetic procedures that you want. You can talk about your lived experience on a mic. You can stand up. At the end of the day, if you were born a man, you're dying a man, and that's
Exactly. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And then what she's not saying is, if you ever stop taking them motherfucking hormones and them pills, what's gonna happen? Your ass gonna revert back to your natural state. That's a fact.
That's it. You got to deal with that in your own personal time. It's not up for me to help you work through those psychological issues, and that's just how it has to be right now.
But what about people who say that? Let's conflate again, because you brought up Rachel Dolezal on race. That you as a black woman, no matter you having a white husband, having black and white kids, speaking all this rhetoric, you'll still be equivalent to what do they call us, monkeys, or an animal, or subhuman, because we're who they think we are.
That's just not true.
Of course, it's not true.
But I'm not calling a person who's born a male saying that you're going to die a male. It's not the same as saying to a person who's a human you're going to die a monkey, which is a different species.
But do you think people have looked at us our whole lives as
that's just name.
Yeah, name calling and racial shit. So yeah, this nigga reaching for straws and she done whooped his ass. Okay, now this is the main thing we here to talk about today, man. Now, shout out to Luck. I blame Lucky. I blame you for this because I particularly try to stay away from this motherfucker here, bro. Okay. Again, this man represents all the horrible traits of black women, and he multiplies them times 1,000,000 and then puts the whole, trans shit behind it. Okay. The worst. All right. Again, pre-pause. The pause is there. Just insert it where need be. Okay. Oh shit.
13.
Okay.
I think 13. Now we're on season 18.
Okay.
Right now.
So you've been there for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it fun? Do they really look this amazing?
Well, they do look amazing, but they also, I think that this last season has a competition that I knew which I shouldn't say because I don't want people to think that it was rigged.
Right.
But I just knew by her charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, which is her cunt, that.
Yeah. Well, you can't sit in this chair
without being with a little mess.
Without me asking you about Pride. This is Pride Month. And I know you've been out on the road.
I have.
You was out there with your girl, not your girl, but you was having some conflict.
No, what happened was, okay, so DC Pride just honored me with the T.S. Madison Day.
Yeah, I've been to DC Pride before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, and I saw you on the float. Yes. DC Pride honored me with the T.S. Madison Day, which is May 23rd. I got a proclamation. I have a day in DC.
This shit crazy, bro. All you got to do is, oh God.
Your relationship with your children.
Oh my God.
I was trying. Let me see.
So that because of the way that the administration is now, we need to lead by example and show other prominent people, this is how you give back to your community.
Yeah. Well, you're on one of my favorite shows.
What is it?
RuPaul Drag Race.
That you can utilize more things, outside of sex work. Let that be the second.
You can't have that house in any neighborhood, can you?
We've gotten the permits and
give a virtual round of applause for
film or anything. You have to have a sickening lash grade. It has to be at least like what is it, 25 millimeters? Something like that.
So? I don't wear them really long. I need some freaking eye drops, but I don't wear them that long. But yours look good.
What about during sex?
Oh,
do you like your eyelashes? Do you like long, beat lashes during sex?
I will have my makeup on.
Yeah, because I just feel like that when you're with a guy, and I think that what happens with ladies a lot is that ladies tend to get with their guy and they get comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently when he is saying that, he's referencing the Decepticons. Okay. All this terminology and shit, bro, is so fucked up. Just like I told y'all, the fairy shit, apparently fairy means prostitute. Bro, the worst thing for niggas is we take the lingo of these outlying ass groups and shit, and then we make them mainstream, not understanding where they came from. So brothers, please be aware of the lingo and get the fucking the origin before you start using a lot of this shit. I refuse, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not out here, a lot of shit I just refuse to say because I know where it came from. and that shit is motherfucking LGBT centric. Okay, that's the origin point. Nah, fam. T and clock it and what's the other shit? Like that's why I laugh at niggas when niggas say certain shit. The tea and all this other shit. Nah, brother, I don't even drink tea, my nigga. I ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking tea. The only tea I know is the one in my name.
That can we? What can we say here?
You can say whatever you want to say.
Oh, well, listen, when them niggas.
Yeah, snatched. Yeah, bro. No man should be saying snatched, bro. Unless you talking about a rebound, my nigga. Okay? Unless you talking about a motherfucking rebound or you know what I mean? Or like you were physically accosting someone. Yeah, I snatched that nigga ass up, man. Snatched his ass up. Outside of that, bro, rebounds and beating a nigga ass, no straight man should be using the word snatched, brother. Never.
Listen, when you get a nigga, it's the way you get a nigga, you gotta keep him that way. It's not always telling ladies that like you always gotta be beat or painted up or giving the.
Again, when he's saying ladies, he's talking about the trans motherfuckers. And another important thing, my nigga, straight men only deal with biological women. I say again, straight men only deal with biological women. That's not up for debate. The straight niggas make the rule on straight niggas. Okay? That is it. You don't get no experiment, one dick, that's it. You are forever out of the motherfucking straight nigga fucking organization. Okay? You can't be penetrating or penetrated by a man. Any way, shape, form, or fashion. That gets you out of the gate, that gets you out of the motherfucking straight coalition, brother. None of that shit. Shout out to Emancipatory Man again with the 2. Appreciate you, brother. No Jamal Bryant. Who the hell is Jamal Bryant? I know that name, but I can't figure out. I can't put a face with it right now.
Experience, given the trainee experience, bitch.
Yeah, but you still need to keep yourself together.
So, I think ladies get very complacent when they deal with their man or whatever. Like, I'm not a man expert. I could be.
You could be. What do you mean you're not a man expert?
Oh, I'm not a man expert. I mean, even though I was a sex worker for a very long time.
Yeah, you said that.
And I'm into.
That's crazy.
Mainstream entertainment and stuff now, but I still feel that as I try to tell ladies to, always be aesthetically pleasing to a gentleman, even if you plus size. Like over the years, I've gained so much weight, and you know what it is. And I know people out there watching like, oh, she's so fat, she's so other. It's the hormones.
Okay.
Again, what I tell you, he has to take the fucking hormones in order to maintain the fucking softness. This nigga here, from his build, could have been a motherfucking D. Well, not a defensive lineman because he's too short, right? But he definitely could have fucking played middle linebacker. And if he ever starts taking them motherfucking them estrogen pills and them injections and whatever the fuck he's doing, that nigga gonna motherfucking cut up like goddamn Ahmed Johnson. Okay? All of this trans shit is cap. You will never transition. You will never transfer. You will never transform into the opposite sex. It is literally impossible. Will not happen. And if you ever stop taking them motherfucking hormones, nigga.
Like
okay, not your hormones.
No, estrogen.
Oh,
I take estrogen.
Okay, you do.
And it's like it has added an extra layer of meat on me.
Oh, really?
And so that's why I like a
Are you more hungry?
Yes.
You are? Start making
knowledge. Rich bitch. Wait a minute. See, I'm rich. Nene is very rich.
No, that would be you.
Well, I'm working on that.
Yeah, I heard you bought a new house.
I did. I bought a new house. Also, I my old house and all that stuff done. Like we put together, flip them, and also I've been turning it, this season. And I do think that our last winner was. Here's the thing about pride. Every gay person is not every gay person's friend. Every trans person.
Ask you how you
don't see all
this like this. Dang, I want mine to be more like this.
Yes. So this is the thing. Will Packard acquired that.
Okay.
So if any pressure she need to have, she need to have pressure to Will Packard.
Okay.
Because I didn't own the name. After we split, I dropped the shit and moved on about my business. I didn't even fight for it or whatever.
Right.
But that's what I was trying to fight against. People coming through, taking an already built up name and entity and just making a show out of it.
Yeah.
So my thing is, girl, you mad at the wrong bitch.
Right.
So after you finish eating this last bucket of chicken wings, girl, and stopping down that last spoonful of chitlins, girl, from Pride that they sing home with you, you need to get over there and figure out how much Will Packard owe you.
Yeah, I liked you guys together as well.
It didn't work.
Yeah, I understand that.
I was accused of stealing.
Yeah.
Holler at Will Packard. The things didn't happen. We split up. You see how there's so much going on. I got television shows that I'm producing coming down the line. Men. Okay, we were born male.
Right.
Yes, we were born male.
Right.
But bitch, when you giving trainee,
you're getting
beat.
Right.
That bitch is in her lash. She's in her shoe.
Right.
That bitch is in. Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm saying? When people say certain things, you know, Nene, whatever. Well, like you said, you make a T-shirt out of it. Own it. Just go ahead on it. Own it.
Yes.
Well, I can be fat and beautiful. Yeah. You know, just own it.
Because I know we was on Fag Talk, because I want to address this while I'm here. We were on Fag Talk, and we were talking about, you know, how beautiful you are and how you've gotten.
Yeah, you called me a trainee.
I said trainee.
Now, Nene, baby. Nene. I think Nene is on her third or fourth face. Anybody be keep count? I don't know. Nene done changed her nose. Nene done changed her cheekbones. This is not the Nene from Real Housewives of Atlanta season 1. Okay, this is not the same Nene. Your lips different, your nose different, your cheekbone structure different. This is not the Nene that we grew up on, baby. Okay? But to their point, yes, Nene, even though you was this Amazon tall big bitch, which I don't know what strip club you was working in Atlanta, okay, that had high enough stripper poles that you weren't touching the motherfucking ceiling on. Okay? But Nene gotta be what? 50 what? Nene is 50 what? Mid-50s? Anybody know how old she is? You definitely silence her. She done put herself more into that. Well, baby, you would have been yourself regular, and a man even as tall as shit as you were, hey, you just a tall bitch. Now, though, you have the trans aesthetic. Now, if a nigga don't know you, they don't know you, Nene Leakes. If I see you off a distance, that's a damn man, bro. That's a man. You got the body shape. You tall as shit. The hair, the lashes, them thick ass fucking this shit right here. Listen, man, hold on. Fuck, let me go back. Them thick ass motherfucking box eyebrows and shit. That shit. 57. Yeah, wow, bro. A big old bam. Shout out to Random Chat Niggas for the 10. Appreciate you, brother. You doing the Lord's work, brother. You've been hitting from Curry Range always. Hey, man, I try, man. Shout out to Random Chat Ninja. I greatly appreciate it, brother. I try, man. I try.
You call me a trainee.
I said trainee. There's a difference.
What's a trainee?
Well, I'm a trainee.
Okay.
You know, so I said you were giving trainee. When you give trainee, bitch.
You giving it.
You giving it.
Okay, put me up on game.
Bitch, I'm talking about trainee. Bitch, I'm talking.
So basically, the bitch motherfucking switched the shit over to, you know, she had to fluff it up. All right. They said you look like a tranny, fucking Nene. It wasn't a compliment when they said it, just as you took it. Okay, bitch. Yeah, this big tall ass bitch that's got the motherfucking face done. She got the crazy ass makeup on. Nene was way darker than this when she was, again, season 1. Now you got all this fucking shit. You done bleached your skin. You got them big ass hands, okay? Like you still playing D1 basketball, even at 5'7", at 57, okay? So yeah, baby, we gonna look at you. Hey, niggas alert is gonna be going the fuck off. Man. Nigga alert. Listen, man, you gotta be careful. Bro, you gotta be careful nowadays, bro. Listen, the shit's so crazy, bro. Especially if you're on this dating app shit, nigga. Swipe block. I ain't even swiping left. blocked. If you give off mother, especially for one, shout out to the ones that tell you that they are, right? Blocked. All right? But the ones that even look like it, if I got to squint, I don't know. Blocked. Silent sir, I'm talking immediately, nigga. You won't get me.
About the girl that's gonna stay because you know the trainees that are turning. These girls are standing in the heel. They're standing in the lash.
But you know, I didn't even care. I don't really care because people be caring when other people don't care.
I wanted to make sure I talked about this with you. We were not calling you a man,
right?
Because you are all woman. You're an Amazon woman. Yeah. So we were not calling you a man. We were saying, bitch, how beat you are. Yeah. We were saying this bitch is beat.
Right.
That bitch is in her lash. She's in her shoe.
Right.
That bitch is in her hair.
Yeah, she been in her lash and shoe. I'm gonna use that from now.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad. Shout out to a man supporting man. Appreciate it again. Oh shit. Yeah, Pastor Jamal Bryant told Cam Newton he has nice. Said, yeah, bro. Listen, man. That's another thing too. Listen, bro. You can't play with me like that, dog. Don't play with me like that, bro. Don't fucking play with me like that. Look, bro. We grown ass men, and I brought you on my platform to whatever, but that would be like a blanket statement. Like, hey, bro, I don't do none of that gay shit, dog. Don't play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you want to compliment the fit, brother. But to throw some shit out there like that, and we in Atlanta, nigga. We in Atlanta? Not Atlanta. Atlanta, nigga? No. I know Cam's motherfucker after he just took it the way he took it. I know that nigga DMs blew the fuck up with all the wrong motherfuckers. Oh man, it's not that serious, man. You act like all this other shit that really mean no, nigga. It means what I needed to mean for real for you to understand, bro. I'm not with that gay shit, bro. I'm a 80s babies nigga from motherfucking Georgia, nigga. Not Atlanta either. And Atlanta didn't even become gay till like the 2000s. People remember y'all niggas forget late 2000s, well like 2010s, right? Nigga, Freak Nick was in Atlanta, nigga. It wasn't no brother fuckers out there in no motherfucking Freak Nick, nigga. That was all the hoes at. So please let's stop this thing as to where like Atlanta was a DC or San Francisco or New York or any of these other places that had been like this hotbed for the the rainbow community. That shit is recent, bro. That shit is like 20 years old at the most, for real.
Being in my lash and being in my shoe. I'm gonna be from now on using it. I'm in my lash and I'm in my shoe.
She's in her shoe.
Yes.
She's sitting up under that mug.
So this is what I need for you to understand. I don't want you to let people say things and it bother you. I would be really. I know you're human, so am I. Yes. I'm really surprised that you feel some kind of way sometimes.
I did at first because it's just like people.
But this goes back to me telling you, TS, and some of the people I've told. This goes back to your strong friends. People be thinking because we're so strong that we don't feel some kind of way sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
And sometimes you do. You be like, I have feelings too.
Well, especially when there are people out there that are hell bent on perpetrating or telling a false narrative
about you.
It's just like when they hell bent like people were trying to spin my words on you saying that you're a.
I never care.
Woman.
I never care.
Ma'am, you are a female.
Please understand, I never care.
You, but I'm here.
I just said we got to ask TS so she can tell us what this means, but I really don't
care. But I'm here in your face, clearly telling you, you've been walking. We've been seeing your illusions. We've been seeing your.
Come for the illusion, honey. I'm able to give
seeing those shoes.
I'm giving you the illusion. I mean, my wig.
Illusions is crazy, and it sounds like she's still insulting her. Your illusions. Illusions mean something that's not real. So I don't even know, man. I'm done with this. Let me drop this link, bro. Y'all want to come up? Listen. Straight men need to set the rules for straight men, straightness. Nobody else can. At some point in time, I think she said let me see if I can find this point of it. Exactly. He think he's slick. Listen, man.
Sitting up under that lash.
Yes, under my lash. I'm gonna be saying that from now on. I'm saying that when I leave.
She's been sitting up under that mug, bitch, and it was given the great going through.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
She's a black woman in America. If we need to let you borrow it so we can put it up under your grandbaby's eye, and it'll drive right back to this one so they can be even the next time that they looking at you, bitch. The next time, borrow my mama's expensive wheelchair to drive your grandbaby's eye back in its place, in its proper place, so they can look at you when they saying grandma. That's my thing. Stay off of my mama. Stay off her, because my mama has to drive your grandbaby's eye back in its place, in its proper place to fuss with me.
Right.
And so because Miss Mary fuss with me, she know that's the only thing that really draws me to a dark place. And she'll always hit my mama up. My mama in a chair. Bitch, my mama may be in a wheelchair, but bitch, she is in a luxury wheelchair. Maybe we need to let you borrow it so we can put it up under your grandbaby's eye, and it'll drive right back to this one so they can be even the next time that they looking at you, bitch. That she lost money with that nigga that she was laying up with, honey, that was in love with Kevin Gates. They got Kevin Gates' name tattooed on the side of his neck and laid back down in the bed with her and spun up all her money.
Not laid back down in the bed.
So we need to talk about the real reason why she don't like pumps. But that's another story.
That's another thing too. Them niggas took that word. We let them take the punk word, and it's not punk no more. It's punk. We didn't let the motherfucking brotherfuckers get away with way too much shit, man. The Rainbow Coalition, nigga, we don't let them get too aggressive. They too out of pocket. They stealing and taking shit now. All right. They tried to gaslight me in the chat before when I said niggas used to call Sierra man. Yeah, niggas just did used to call Sierra man. Niggas used to say that yeah, they spell that shit eat like that and pronounce it that way, which is gay as hell. Niggas did used to call Sierra man. Uh-oh, y'all. Add him to the list. Add him to the list. What did I tell y'all? They know they gay, and they what? King of Samsung, I was trying to find a thing I know, love. Give me a second. They know they gay, but they what, y'all?
In control. Like I like women who command a presence. I like women who know what they want and who is not needy for men.
Have you ever slept with a woman?
I've never been with a woman. Well, hold on.
No, I mean sexually, for real.
Hold on, I gotta add this up. Okay, the year. I've been with a couple, and we talk about it in my book that's being made too.
Like had sex.
Yeah, I've been with a couple, but I couldn't function with her because I'm not sexually attracted to women.
Right.
But when she saw
how nice and
how
strong
well
it
was,
yeah.
she was like, ooh, she asked him because she get. I was like, no, ask him, ask me.
Right.
I know y'all using me, but it's still mine.
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yo, this is fucking bro. Lord, gee.
Your relationship with your children.
Oh my God. This is a sick Negro.
You was on the outside fucking booty hole.
Another thing too, man. This E&M shit. For real. I'm seeing this shit here. That shit, bro. The number of people that aren't married for real in this world, bro, y'all would not believe. These niggas that are gladly in a motherfucking profile pic on a dating app looking for niggas and bitches or other couples and shit, bro, I don't even, bro, I can't. I don't know where the fuck we are no more, for real. Tequila, hey, I told y'all, they know they gay. Done brought tequila out the motherfucking clouds. They know they gay. Okay. They fuck them anyway, man. Yo, oh my God, man.
How you feel?
I know y'all using me, but this still mine.
That's how you feel.
That's how I felt.
I want you to not feel that way.
Now I'm getting better. Like I'm getting to a space where like if I have a sexual, it's like, okay, I might like you a little bit.
Now you think they use you because of the size?
The size, the aura, the energy, the dominance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You must be hung.
Listen,
you look like a wife.
I can be.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna call the maid in there. She gonna do the cooking and frying and shit. I ain't doing all that.
You look like a wife.
I can be.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. I'm done, man. That's too much. No, E-N-M, not E and M. E-N. Ethical non-monogamy. Or ethical non-monogamous. Listen, Prime, I told you, man. Prime, I told you, Prime. This woman is married to, and we know it's a nigga, right? So this woman is married to a man to where they're having a couple thing and they're having a threesome with a fucking man. Okay, a man with breasts, titties at the top, dick at the bottom. Okay, and she's so enthralled with this man that has been putting his penis in other men. And that's another thing too. Listen, bro, the young motherfuckers, bro, be careful. That's another reason why I ain't trying to fuck with no bitch under no 25. 25 and under don't believe in HIV, nigga. 25 and under don't believe in HIV. They believe in fucking non-detectable. Y'all better admit, I ain't fuck with these young hoes like that. I don't even want to. Their whole approach and they're not afraid. There is no sexual risk for them. Bro, they look as an STD is just a notch on the motherfucking thing. This is why you got Sexy Red promoting her makeup line that's called a whole bunch of STDs and shit. And she brags and raps about it proudly with no shame whatsoever. Rainbow Kid, I got to, because niggas be talking about, oh man, yeah, I want them young. I don't want them young hoes, man. No, these young hoes wilding, bro. I done heard too many people say, I told y'all, what really fucked me up is when the nigga was on the page talking about, ain't nobody dying from HIV no more. Nigga, what? Excuse me? These motherfuckers ain't even afraid of it, bro. They just out here fucking raw. I had to show this. Let me show this. Let me about out of here.
You think homophobia is dead until you tell a straight black woman that her boyfriend could be bisexual. Here comes Nene.
No, he can't. No, that's fucking impossible. For one, there's no such thing as a bisexual man. That nigga gay and he likes some pussy on the side. We call him a part-time pussy nigga. Okay? All right? He's a part-time pussy nigga. I mean, he's gay and he likes some pussy every now and again. Y'all cannot stop the term non-straight people, okay? You non-straight men. Stop motherfucking defining what a straight man is. You don't get to do that. You're not a member of the fucking club. There's never been a straight man in the history of niggerdom that's been fucking down low. Them niggas was gay. Every last one of them. Any man that has ever did anything with another man is not straight. He was never straight. Unless he was forced. Okay? and forcefully fucking done, you know, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or knocked out or whatever, and sexually violated, taken advantage of, if he voluntarily dealt with another man sexually, the nigga is gay. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Leaks. Here comes Nene leaks. Mind you, let's get this out the way. If a man is sleeping with a trans woman, he's straight. That's
no, the fuck he's not. Stop that lie right here and now. If a man is sleeping with a man, it is impossible for him to be straight. The trans woman, as y'all call it, is a man. Again, a man penetrating or being penetrated by another man eliminates his straightness forever, never to return. You, Jax, you should be too. I'm getting tired of these especially talking about niggas. Bro, nobody is called gay more than black men, straight black men. Do y'all understand this? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. One for yes, 2 for no. There's no group of men on the planet that are called gay more than straight black men. They don't even call the gay niggas gay. They don't call brotherfuckers more than they call straight niggas brotherfuckers. You disagree, you're gay. You don't like something about a woman, you're gay. You don't understand some shit, you're gay. I'm sick of the definition of straightness for black men being fucking defined by everybody else. Let me say this, public service announcement. Any man having sex with a trans woman, aka a biological man, cannot be straight. It is impossible. Okay?
Let's get that out the way. Miss Nene leaks. I love the gays. I love the gays. Woo, 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 gay, gay, gay. And then she said that. Y'all are so disappointing. Y'all are so disappointing. I have always been of the mindset that as a black woman, I am naturally oppressed by the system. I just fall on that totem pole. And by that, I should support everyone that could also be oppressed. I thought this was just like a common reaction to seeing other oppressed people. I'm oppressed, you oppressed, ring around the rosy, let's be friends. You know what I mean? But
no, motherfucker, that's your stupid ass problem. And thank you for speaking for fucking black women. This is how women, with black women especially, think. Oh, they're all suffering. We should put our efforts towards stopping their suffering. Well, bitch, I thought you said you were suffering too. Are you gonna feed the kids next door before you feed your own kids? Huh? Are you gonna put your fucking neighbor's house out when it's on fire and both of your houses are on fire? This is why women can't be in leadership positions in a lot of the things. They emote. They can't think. They feel.
But y'all just don't seem to have that same mindset. Because for her to act like that on that podcast, I've been gossiping a lot lately. I'm sorry, but like, what the fuck? Jesus. And she's of that older generation, so it's not that surprising, but it is disappointing. Especially as a woman that was like, I love the gays. They invented everything. You give them credit for everything. And then sit up in a trans woman's face and try to act like she's not really. That's all she was saying. She was saying she's not really a woman. She was like, well, if he's sleeping with you, he cannot be straight.
And he can't. That's the part I was trying to find in the video, but he can't. And she's right. Any man sleeping with a trans woman or whatever the fuck, bro, cannot be straight. Can't do it. I don't even give a fuck if you got your meat cut off. Okay? And you got that manufactured pussy. You still, no. No, sir. That's a man. Shout out to Doug Will in the building. Appreciate you, brother, for the 5. To quote the great Kendrick Duckworth, you better off to have one woman. Everything tricky right now. Hey, man, listen. That's why I say y'all niggas talking this shit about these single moms, nigga. All right. She got a kid? Yes. Y'all talk shit about these single moms you want to, nigga. Hey, that's one thing no matter how tall that bitch is, y'all know I need a tall bitch on my fucking list. She got that kid already there? Yes. Shout out to What We Know podcast. Shout out to JT in the building. Appreciate you, brother, for fire. I coined the term dropout to drop out of manhood. Yeah, that's crazy, JT. That's crazy. Yeah, that Eddie Winslow shit and that what was the dude's name? What's Buddy's name? That Eddie Winslow was fucking with. And this dude was telling the that guy was telling the stories, man, about how he was having sex with these men in the dark from the bike. Right? And they couldn't touch nothing. And niggas was like, yeah, man, I don't believe it, brother. Listen, you say what you want, 2TW41, brother. You say what you want, okay? I know for sure that that's a real puss up under there, brother. You hear me? That is a real woman. Hey, listen, hey, you better tell them. Okay, yeah, Sydney Star. Yeah, that motherfucker told all kinds of crazy ass stories, man. Raw shit. Tell you, man, hey, but listen, they only got so much time until these robots out here anyway. So once these motherfucking these sex bots get to popping for real, they ain't gonna matter. Niggas go buy my motherfucking sex bot and be cool. Because again, it's getting way too scary out here, and these women are supporting all this bullshit. All this fucking bullshit, man. Yep, all that shit. But hey, man, listen. Only straight men can define what straight men are, right? All right. All y'all other motherfuckers, please shut the fuck up about us. Straight men only have sex with biological women. Born biological women, nothing else. Okay? All right? Ain't no experimenting, ain't no sampling, ain't no trying. Nah. Again, God made women the what? The Holy Trinity. Okay? Lay her down, turn around, put her knees on the ground. God don't make no mistakes. All the holes you want, baby. All the holes you can want. And again, that the bonus hole. The greatest hole ever created. Okay? How could you need or want anything else? That's just what I'm saying. That's the only way a straight nigga think for real. Okay? Y'all niggas, oh, you a pussy fiend. You a pussy. No, nigga. No, I'm a man, brother. With a healthy sexual appetite. It's never had any type of fucking confusion. And listen, I am, is a happy moment whenever she about to motherfucking hit me with this shit right here, nigga. Listen. She tell me this shit right here. Grab them ankles.
Yes, Daddy, come get this cooch. It's hot and ready like a Little Caesars pizza, baby. Hot and moist. You're gonna have to lay me on a towel. Let me bend these legs back like a paper clip, bitch. Daddy, come get this cat.
And I'm coming. Okay? She tell me to come get it. I said, oh, baby, I'm coming, baby. You better believe it. You better believe I'm coming, baby. All right? But hey, man. Miss Fantastic 84 on all social media platforms. That's X/Twitter, Rumble, Instagram, Facebook page, and of course right here on TikTok, and of course right here on YouTube, man. Greatly appreciate y'all pulling up on me. That's that on that. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Holla, we out.